Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Freeland here. How are you doing? Well, we are working on our opinion letters. And remember, your opinion letter is really a letter to someone to express something you think is important and how you feel about it. So, boys and girls, the better you can write it, um, the more you can prove how much you care about it. So, really, you want to put some thought and some time into this letter to show that you really feel strongly about the issue. And I think when a letter is written really well, it can change people's minds and make them care about something. So, we're going to look at Melanie's letter one more time, or the letter, Dear Melanie. And she's writing about bullying, which is something she feels really strongly about. And I want to show you something that Melanie does really well in this letter. Now, we know we have more than one reason why she thinks bullying is important, but I'm going to highlight some words for you that she used that I thought were really good words to help us put our reasons in order. And these are called transition words. A transition is when you change from one thing to another thing. That changing is a transition, and the transition word goes in between. It starts out your new idea, but it connects it with the rest of the ideas. So you're changing from one idea to a new one, and that transition word goes right in the middle. So let me show you some of her transition words that she used, and then we can try and use them. It says, Dear Melanie, there's a big problem that I think you can fix, bullying. One day, I was with my friend at recess. I saw some kid grab another kid by the shirt and throw her against the gate. That makes me want to cry when I see this stuff. One reason, boys and girls, I'm going to highlight this word right here, and I can use let's use purple. It's my tool. I'm going to circle this right here. One reason. So one reason is a transition phrase or word that shows that we're showing our first reason without going a number one with a period, because we want it to flow. So we want to use words, not like a list with numbers. So she uses one reason. Let's see if we can find some more transitions. We should solve this problem is because kids are getting hurt both ways and feel like they have no friends. Here's another transition. Another reason. So she used another reason instead of like the number two. My circling is not very good, but that's all right. You can see it. So another reason we should solve this problem is because kids aren't telling teachers. Some kids sit in the corner, cry, but I mostly see them using their hands. Oh, look at this one. Another reason. There's another reason. That's another transition phrase. We should solve this problem is because kids are getting physically hurt. And I said before, kids aren't telling teachers. I really want to solve this problem. So here are some ways we can solve this problem. One, I see lunchies just talking to each other, and the kids have to come up to these and tell them their problem. So I think they should keep their eye on kids. And number two, I also think that it would help us if we had more lunch aides. Then we would have more grown-up looking after problems for bullying. Here is the final way we can solve our problem. So when she said, here's the final way, that gave you a clue it was the last way. Okay, you know how we have no name calling week. Well, I think we should have no name calling week into no bullying week. Then it would mean all bullying, not just name calling. I think it would really help kids understand that they shouldn't bully. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to also have you look at a few of them I used on my chart, and I'm going to underline them or circle them too, so you can see ones that I've used. I'm going to move up my chart so in case you can't read it very well, make it bigger for you. Okay. Here we go. So it says, Dear Principal, I think our playground equipment is old and dangerous. I feel like new equipment would be would be safer. As a solution, we could do a bake sale and ask parents to help build. And so right here I used another reason why we should have a new equipment is so that kids play more and fight less. A third reason is playing hard is good exercise. So you can see, boys and girls, those phrases I added were almost like numbers, like 1, 2, and 3, but instead of using the numbers, I used words. So I'm going to give you a list of some good transition words that you could use in your writing to hook it together. And it's a signal to your reader that you're giving them another reason. Okay, here's some things that you can use. You can say, it's important. Because, so that it's important is a signal word that you're giving a reason. For example, is a good phrase to use. Another one is also, because that shows that you're giving another reason. You can say one day, because that gives, you're showing that you're giving an example of what could happen one day. This shows that. You're connecting your sentence with a reason when you say this shows that. In addition to, that's like you're adding on another reason. I think transition phrases makes your writing sound really grown up. All right, a couple more. These are kind of order words, like first, next, last, finally, then. So boys and girls, those are some order words, some transition words that you can put when you're leading into your next reason, and it separates up your reasons to show that the reader that you're giving them another reason, or some of them connect the reason you gave with an example. So these transition words connect up your reasons and your ideas with your examples, and the transition words kind of guide the reader to show that you're talking about the next thing. So boys and girls, good luck with using your transition words. You don't have to add one in every sentence. I think if you have 2 or 3 of these phrases, of these transition words in your writing, I think it gives it a good connection, just like my example and the Dear Melanie letter. All right, boys and girls, good luck with your writing today.